man, 90% of players have fallen off this game. The rank mode sucks. All the community is trash. And if you're mad, you're just bad at the game. Get better at super countering. Bro, let's calm down. Let's talk about what is really wrong with Sparking Zero and how to make it better. Yo, first and foremost, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Balvin. You might have heard me in other videos by my friends and your favorite creators. You see me everywhere. And if you haven't seen me, nice to meet you. I'm a longtime Dragon Ball fan. Been around Dragon Ball content for most of my life, honestly. Played every single game pretty thoroughly. And I've got around to S5 in DP Battle and Sparking Zero ranked on PC. So I have a good amount of hours and time into this joint as well. And I wanted to kind of give my input on how to really have a conversation, I guess, about Sparking Zero and what I think should be done. The first steps to really making this game an overall better experience for everyone. I think that what I want to firstly address is that I think the discourse and dialogue about how people talk about this game recently is really annoying and really absurd, that I feel like you really can't give your opinion on something about how, like, I don't know, with Twitter, I feel the main goal of a conversation is to win it for a lot of people. It's how many points can I get dunking on you? And if you bring up a point, I'm gonna make you feel stupid for saying what you said, because it's either about making you look dumb or me look smart. And it's a point game, and I don't think that brings any healthy conversation. For example, recently, I'm sure you've all seen the big headline about the 90% player base drop in Sparking Zero, which I could say that about any video game ever after its first month of being out and give you the same headline, unless it's like, you know, a Tekken 8 or a Street Fighter 6, which those games are bought by people who are a majority going to get online and play that game over and over and over again to get better at it. There are less people buying a Street Fighter that don't have plans to get good at the game than there are buying it to get good at the game. That is the opposite with Sparking Zero. This game is a nostalgia trip. It's a super fun, high octane, high velocity arena fighter about one of the most prolific and best anime ever, in a series of one of the best, or if not the best, arena fighters ever, Budokai Tenkaichi. And I think people need to realize that the reason why that number dropped so drastically is because it's not because the game's bad. It's because a majority of folks that bought this game did not have the intention of becoming the best player online. They bought it to do Goku's campaign. They bought it to play with friends, to get back on later. They bought it to see the cool cutscenes of Gohan doing his Kamehameha or Ultra Instinct Goku and so forth. It's not, it wasn't all of the people. I think a majority of people, I can firmly say, did not buy Sparking Zero with the intention of being a Z-rank player. That probably wasn't even half their minds. And I think a lot of people that did buy the game with that intention have been getting hit in the face for a lot of reasons. One being, people had very warped perceptions about what they think this game was supposed to be, or what they wanted it to be, excuse me. So you saw all the videos and comments. We finna dog y'all. Yo, y'all think y'all was nice at Sparking Zero? Nah, I was nice. Me and my homies was nice. We was way better than anybody on the internet, and we're gonna beat everybody up. That was so many people's perspectives on what the game was gonna be for them, because they thought just because they were the best in their friend group or they could beat up CPUs, that was gonna translate to a whole new generation of people that are buying this game. Because a lot of folks, this is their first Tenkaichi game. But also, this is not going to translate to everybody just in general, because there's some real vets out there that were actually nice at this game and went to tournaments and locals and stuff and really figured, and even beyond that, there's a whole community of players that kept playing this game even after we weren't playing on PS2 anymore. Like the mods, the online tournaments, the playing through like emulators and playing through net play. There's been a whole thriving online community of this game for forever that actually became like lightweight pros and just really competitive players for Tenkaichi games. And that's not a majority of y'all. That is a small percentage of people that did that. So I think that a lot of folks have been getting humbled, realizing that they're not as nice as they thought they were. And they're getting dogged now by random people, and it's really frustrating. And I get it, it's a fighting game. But also, this game introduced so many other mechanics to defense that I think it's a very different game than Tenkaichi, because defense is so much stronger now. But before I get to that point, I think that the largest thing for me personally, and this will be my first main talking point, is that ranked play should not be the largest played mode in this game, and they desperately need to add a player match, quick match that's not lobbies, but I can just queue up for a game and play with other people immediately with no rank on the line, because I think that would help solve at least 40% of the complaints right now of what people have with this game. Because ranked play, I'm sorry, as someone that's gotten to S5 and have no type of motivation to go further, ranked play is one of the most infuriating and just unfun things to experience I think I ever have. As someone that's, I've played League of Legends, I've played Tekken, and I've gotten to Tekken, Tekken King and Tekken 8. I've gotten to Emerald and League of Legends. Every game that I play, I probably base around platinum. Like I'm an above average person in a majority of online competitive games. And I'll tell you what, dude, what distinctly separates any other game besides this one is the core design philosophy of what this game is. The devs have said time and time again, this was not designed to be a competitive fighting game. That does not mean there will not be competitive aspects to it. Anything that's PvP will inevitably be competitive by description of what being competitive means. But in a competitive fighting game, games are balanced and designed certain ways that their intention is to be played at the highest level possible to determine who is the best at this game. You cannot reasonably decipher that in a game like this because the game is not designed to be that way. And that's okay. But before you comment saying you disagree with me, for those people that disagree with me in that regard, I think there should be a place for y'all in this game still. I just think that player match would separate a lot of these complaints for a lot of people, because you can have your ranked players doing Z Broly key blast spam. You can have your Gogetas, your UI Gokus, your Master Roshis, and all your high DP, low DP teams. It doesn't matter. That can exist. But I think what needs to be separated first is that people need a better option to play the game online fast. Because, as you all know, there is quick match and player match in this game, but no one does that shit. Like, no one wants to go into a lobby and wait to play other people that they don't know. I want to do a quick match for real, like every other fighting game, every other online game has in general. I want to be able to click the button, go online, try, and because that way I can play whoever I want to, and one, psychologically, I can say I don't care about rank. But for a competitive player like me, I do care about rank. It's right in front of me. And I think even if you don't really like care that much about rank, like you're not a super like competitive person, you don't want to see your rank go up and down and just not care about it. You're gonna eventually start caring. You're gonna eventually think, damn, okay, I am kind of good at this game. I want to get my rank up. I want to impress my friends, and that's fine. But not having the option to not do that in a seamless way, I think has kind of poisoned the minds and perspective of what this game should be for people that did not really have stake in that at first. Because why do you play answer in the comments right now? Why do you like Sparking Zero? Why did you buy Sparking Zero? Why did you play Budokai Tenkaichi 3? I feel like there was a universal answer for most people, and that it's just cool. It's just fun. That does not mean you can't want to get better at it or get good at it. I have definitely wanted to get better and good. I've labbed teams, I've labbed characters, I figured out who's faster, whose combos I like more. There are universal understandings of like, okay, instant sparking, godlike, wild sense, after image strike, unblockables. These are all just really good tools that the game has that are better than other things like sleep and etc. But I think that if there was a mode that did not encourage you to win and not play the game, a lot of people would be more satisfied, because that is the core problem with the ranked mode in a video game, is that eventually the goal is not to have fun. The goal is not to do cool shit. The goal is not to have a Dragon Ball Z fight. The goal is to win. And once again, I cannot stress this enough. If that is your prerogative and that is your main motivation to play this game, I can't stop that. And I do think that in an online fighting game in this year, there will be a competitive scene no matter how hard you try to stop this from happening. However, I think that when it comes to balancing things and what should be better and what should be worse, that is such a difficult conversation to have whenever you're comparing it to a game that's supposed to be fun for everybody and a game that's supposed to be at Evo. You can bring this shit to Evo if you want to, but I just think that whenever I log on to this, I wish that there was a more natural option that I did not have to do ranks to get a match fast, to play as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? Because if there was a quick match option, I just feel as if there would be a different player base split, that I could go to player match and I could play not even low DP characters, because let's be honest, guys, the DP3 characters in this game are just as good as the majority of the roster. Ian, Master Roshi, Videl, like there's a reason why those guys end up on every single team in ranked, and they end up as point characters, because Videl and Roshi are really good. Yajirobe, obviously pre-nerf, but still after nerf, he's not that bad, but pre-nerf was a god, not because of his combo damage or how fast he was, but his sustain. And I'm sorry guys, I don't care what you tell me, a Dragon Ball arena fighting game should not be out sustaining your fucking opponent. Okay, I should not get on this game and have to go wonder like, okay, what's his DP team? Does he have a Hercule back there? Is there a Chaozu, Yajirobe, and Hercule and one Goku? That way he just outlives me. Is he gonna play Dr. Wheelo and Android 19 and spam the dash attack and grab me over and over again? All these things, there are cheesy things in every fighting game, and that's okay. That's gonna happen no matter what. And I'm not even gonna get to balancing right now. I just think that the higher in ranks you get, the more you're encouraged bad faith playstyles and not interacting with the game's actual mechanics. Because with things like super counter, the higher rank you get, the more you're gonna fight people that know how to super counter everything you do in combos. So then how do you counter that? Okay, I'm gonna figure out either how to attack slower, or if I don't know, if that's not what I want to do, because this guy is just gonna super counter everything, I'm gonna key blast him to death. I'm gonna play distant, play zone him, charge up, and try to get my unblockable ultimate off over and over again. And you get radicalized really easy, because people psychologically gonna want to win or have fun. So if I keep playing online and all I see is Android 19 and Dr. Wheelo and a 5 DP team with Master Roshi and Videl in the back with Raccoon and Raditz, like I'm gonna eventually be like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna try this myself. I'm gonna throw in a Raditz in my team too. I'm gonna throw in a Raccoon in my team too. And I think what really depresses me about this whole problem is that it's not people playing who they think are cool in Dragon Ball Z or in Sparking Zero as their playstyles. They're picking what's good. And I think that a player match would, or a quick match, and even maybe some other modes as well that I have some ideas about, would solve a lot of these problems, because there's no variety in the gameplay. I'm sorry, I want to, the most that I've enjoyed this game is doing random battles with my friends or recreating iconic fights in private matches where I'll play Boo, or I'll play Vegeta, or I'll play Goku, and I'll voice act and be like, it's time, Kakarot, or Boo, Boo, oh, like this stuff like that, you know. I think stuff like that is where this game shines, because what is the point of this game? It's recreating Dragon Ball Z fights. That is the whole purpose of it. No matter how you spin it, no matter what you want this game to be, the game's design intention is to recreate Dragon Ball Z at the best way possible. So whenever I play this game, that's how I want to interact with it. And I think that the community has just kind of been swayed towards a winning play style and not a fun one. And that's okay, as long as there's other options that are viable for other players like me that don't want to deal with it all day. Because even if I don't engage with that, I don't want to sit here and grind out to become the best Sparking Zero player ever, so I can be better than the guy that has a team of all the androids sucking my life out. Hell no, that's just not my swag. And the rage quitting has to be punished ASAP. They have to fix that. I can't doing DP. It's not even worth grinding because you'll play a 3-minute match with somebody and they'll leave right before you win. You get no points, they lose none. It's just not even fun to grind out. And I'll be accountable. I've rage quit before. Guess what? Against a sparking Z Broly give me key blast back shots. Hell no, bro. I'm out. But I would take the ban if I had to. I'm just not dealing with that. Tell me, well, then don't play the game, then ready to get good. No. I'm sorry, that's not what this game. It'd be different if I was playing Tekken, right, and have these same complaints. One, Tekken has an arcade mode for offline play. It has player match. It has 2 different story modes. There's a lot of content in that game for someone that's not trying to be the best player alive. Sparking Zero does not have that. Now you have the creative battle mode, which is fun, but I think needs some more time in the oven to be a really fun game mode, because I think a lot of us thought that, oh, you're gonna create these really cool canon storylines that are these what if storylines. We're gonna be able to create our own what if battles. When in reality, that game mode essentially is just Mario Maker for Dragon Ball Z, which is cool for gauntlets of, like, how do I fight this Z Broly with every buff in the game? That's fine. But I think that a lot of us were expecting, like, to be able to create our own movies and stuff like that, which again, I think that with that mode, there is potential in the future for it. They have to just make some quality of life changes to creating battles to encourage more folks to do stuff. And I think you need some more freedom in whenever you create cutscenes, like being able to change the camera angle yourself. It's Unreal Engine. So if you get on PC, if you press one button, you can unlock free roam in any map you want to. Like the Unreal Engine 5, we know with UE5, it's you can go find videos right now. You can play any map in the game. You can free cam at any map in the game, because everything that's happening in game or everything is being rendered in game. There's no pre-rendered stuff. So everything is happening live. So there are mods to let you go fight on the main menu area in space and stuff. You can fight at Kame's house, at Goku's house, etc. So I kind of wish there was more flexibility given to us that the game could technically allow if they figured out how to give us access on console as well. Because I think that there needs to be a better search feature. There needs to be voice lines. I think that if you could actually use the quotes that are already recorded in the game in the cutscenes for that game mode, it would add so much immersion and so much like more creativity, and encourage more folks to use it. I think that's my main thought with this game, is that there needs to be more encouragement to do other things. And right now there just really isn't. So with custom battle, I think that maybe in the future with some quality of life changes, like adding a search feature for voice lines, like adding a favorite button for like favorite characters or favorite quotes that you want to return to. I think that if I have Goku, Gohan, Broly, Vegeta, and Frieza in my actors lineup in custom battle, that whenever I go to look up certain lines or certain pieces of text, that there should be an easy way to access my current actors' lines from the game. Just for ease, because more than likely, if I have Goku in my team, there's probably gonna be a Goku line that I'm gonna want to use. So I think a separate section that whenever you're gonna select like the 15,000 lines of text, there should be a different section for like, okay, all lines that involve your current listed character, and it could be Goku, Frieza, Vegeta. I'd like to be able to select them separately, so that way whenever you select these characters, like, it's not like me going to have to scroll through 10,000 different filters trying to figure out how do I find this particular line that I know that I want. So I think favoriting things, and also I think that there should be if Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta are like in my cast, I shouldn't have to scroll through their list to find their name each time to make them say something. The game should be smart enough to know that if I have Goku in my thing and I'm doing a cutscene, he should be at the top of the list every single time. I shouldn't have to scroll through and find him. This gets more annoying for different characters. So I think that just different quality of life stuff to encourage more interaction with that mode would probably increase at just splitting the player base a little bit more fairly. Because I think right now, as far as the player base goes, the majority of people getting on currently are getting on to play ranked. And I think that is going to continue to frustrate players. I think that's going to continue to make people mad and not enjoy the game for what it actually is. And that's just to fuck off and have fun. And I think that with the community right now, so many people play so corny that it makes the game unfun. No matter who you pick on your team, you can pick the most annoying lineup. You could pick Hercule, Yajirobe, Dr. Wheelo, Vegito Blue, Gogeta Blue, Z Broly. It doesn't matter. It's how you play the game, right? I've played against folks that just run away. I'm sure y'all seen that too. Whenever I get on, I try to change my team here and there. My team right now is comprised of characters that I like that are also really good competitively. So my team is Recoome, Raditz, Teen Gohan, and Z Broly. A really good lineup, a really stacked lineup for 4 characters. But I like all of them. I love Raditz, I love Gohan, Recoome is hilarious, and Broly is Broly. That's unexplainable. Or I don't have to explain that. But online, every single team that I play against has a Roshi. In the A ranks, everybody has a max power Roshi that goes down to regular Roshi after that first health bar is gone. Because if you guys don't know, Roshi max power has an extra life bar compared to regular Master Roshi, but they cost the same DP. So if you ever play against a Roshi and you see him in Brolic form first, it's because you get an extra life bar, then they power down because regular Roshi is a better character, right? He has After Image Strike, Containment Wave, and the Unblockable Lightning Attack. So I always see Roshi, I always see Videl. Like I thought that I was gonna see Vegito all the time or Gogeta all the time. I don't even see them anymore. I see more Dr. Wheelos and Android 19s and Z Brolys than I see of the entire roster. I've never played against Bojack. I've never played against Android 21 or not 21, Android 20. Like I haven't played against so many of the roster. I barely see Trunks, any variation of Trunks. I barely see any of the Boos. I've never fought against Kid Buu. I've never fought against Android 17 from Super. I don't see these characters ever. It's the same rotation of like 15 to 20. And again, I can't tell you that a majority of the player base is not like Roshi, think he's cool. I just doubt that Master Roshi is a majority of y'all's favorite characters, that I would see these niggas online all the time. Like, so it just, the lack of variety gets so frustrating. And I think that there needs to be eventually, I know it's not a live service game, but the online stuff of this is gonna carry to the future. Even Tekken, which I guess you could consider it a live service game, but you can play Tekken offline. I can go on Tekken right now and play versus battle and campaign and arcade offline with no connection. But the formula of it does have live service elements. I don't think that this game needs a battle pass, but it needs something to encourage you to keep doing other stuff and like leveling up. Because right now, with the lack of customization in the game, there's nothing to unlock after you beat the game. After you get all your characters, there's not many outfits to unlock, and most of them are just the same version shit we already seen before. I really wish that, you know, we had Bad Man Vegeta, or you could, honestly, there are other outfits that I wish the characters had that'd be cool. Like if Piccolo had his driving outfit, that'd be fire. But more than anything else, I just wish that you could mix and mash characters' outfits more. Like I wish that Goku could wear his Yardrat fit in any other, like any Goku version can wear any Goku outfit, right? Any Vegeta character can wear any Vegeta outfit at all. And I know that they're probably gonna save this for later because of spoilers. By the way, spoilers for the campaign right now for Goku and Vegeta and Goku, I guess. In Gohan's campaign mode, there's Gohan Black, right? And there's a What If saga where Gohan becomes, there's a Gohan Black in the Black Gi, and Gohan, it's a whole different character basically, and he looks cool as hell. Now you can mod him into your game to get, you know, his moveset and his outfit, but I think that now that the game's been out for long enough, at this point, you should just be allowed to wear Gohan Black's fit. I'm sorry, like I just think that'd be fire. Same with Vegeta. If you guys have done Goku's What If saga in the route where I think I forget which route it is, but when you go to Namek, Vegeta kills Frieza, and he already has Super Saiyan in his Saiyan armor from the Frieza saga, and he looks so fucking cool. And I wish that there was more stuff like that just in the game in general, but outfits like that, and I just wish that they just naturally existed in the game. Whether it be Gohan Black, that could be spoilers. You can argue me down on that, but whenever Gohan, when Beast Gohan comes out, we're not gonna be able to get Beast Gohan in any other gi besides this purple one, which he looks raw as hell in that fit, regardless. But could you imagine Beast Gohan in the black fit from the Saiyaman outfit? Like, we're not gonna get that besides mods, and I just think it's super limiting to not have mix and mashing fits for characters. And I just wish that, but to incorporate that, I think that there could be a borrowed model from games like Call of Duty and Tekken. Before you, don't freak out when I say that. They have a 3 challenge a day system that whenever you log on the game in the main menu, you get 3 challenges that you can do when playing online that gives you extra XP, it gives you whatever. So for Sparking Zero, I'd say it could give you extra Zenny, it could give you a new, like a special outfit, it could get just something. So for example, so for Tekken, there's challenges like do 3 of this move in rank today, or in quick matches. Or in Call of Duty, there's like use a Kar98K and get 10 kills with it, get 50 kills proning, just stuff like that. I think Sparking Zero, just to give you something to do, something to work towards, would be, you know, play 20 matches as Goku, play 5 matches as Bojack, like achievements basically. But you could give like special outfits for it. So like, for example, if you want to get Gohan's Bojack movie outfit, you have to fight, and this could be offline too, it doesn't have to be online. To get Gohan's Bojack outfit, you have to go play, you have to fight Bojack as Teen Gohan and kill him with a certain move. You know, like, what, just something, right? Just to give people different reasons to do stuff. Because I know that there are calling cards in the game for like your online customization, but the variety of challenges are not even that crazy. Most of them are just playing enough as that character. I wish that there was, you know, titles or emblems or special accessories for characters that you would know that this guy has played 1,000 battles as Raditz, so he gets to take a scouter off, or his scouter the purple color. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Just small, even if it's nothing like super ridiculous, like changing the color of his outfit. Just give me something that encourages player variety and like a roster variety whenever I'm playing online. But to wrap it all back up to my core point is that I think that this game desperately needs a player match to split up the player base, because there's never going to be an overwhelming agreement on what people think the game should be balanced as, because there are some people that hate Super Counter and some that say get good or get better at it. If you're wondering where I am in that camp, I think that Super Counter it needs to cost something, because I think that in a few months from now, a majority of the player base will know how to do it. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to argue with me that shit is that hard, because it's not. Some people just suck at it. I'm one of them. I'll be the first one to say it. I am super duper inconsistent with super counters. There are some games where I can do it to every character, even on Vanish battles. I can like in this clip right here, where I do it 9 times back to back. There are some games where I can do this shit, and some games I can't do it at all. But whenever I play online, literally almost every single person I play can super counter majority of the base combos, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that they're all timing it perfectly, because there are ways to spam it. So I think that super counters, regardless if they should be nerfed, if they should cost something or whatever, I more so think that I would not give a fuck as much if my rank was not on the line and I wasn't playing against Goku Black Fan 756, who's a Z rank that plays ranked every single day, that has mastered the art of super counters. I would have a different POV probably if I didn't get to because I don't think that I'm that great at the game, and I'm 5 ranks under the highest rank in the game, guys. Like, I don't think that I'm that good. I think that I'm just good at reading people. I built a great team, and I know how to survive and fight without being a bitch. And I have my days where I'm good at super countering, but I just think that a lot of people that are in my ranks just cheese their way there. There are people that I fight that don't know how to play the game. Like, not even super countering, base base mechanics, they don't know what they're doing, and their characters have completely carried them. I know how to beat the Wheelo cheese. I know how to beat like Broly cheese. Like there's ways around it. But I think that super counter is the only defense mechanic in the game that's worth anything, and it's free. Super countering is way better than revenge counter. It's way better than vanishing, because those things, they happen. If I vanish, there's a 95% chance the person that I'm gonna play against can vanish too, if they know the game halfway there. Revenge counter is negative on hit, I'm pretty sure, because whenever I do revenge counter, the person just keeps hitting me after I break out of it. And revenge countering is only useful on ranged attacks, on key blasts and stuff like that, but even that falls off because, again, you're flying towards them. If they see you revenge counter, they'll just stop. And it costs so much to do. Why would I use 2 points to revenge counter when I can instant spark or instant transmission? Doesn't make any sense. I think that super countering needs to cost something, whether it be a skill point, whether it's key, because I think not right now, because I know a lot of people feel very strongly about this. I'm saying I guarantee you in about 2 months from now, when every single person learns how to do that regularly, the game will be so boring. I'm sorry, I don't know about you guys, even right now whenever I play online and I play against somebody that can super counter everything, I'm like, well, I can't attack you, and so I can go back and go charge up and just key blast you over and over again and do ultimate attacks. That's just not fun. It becomes too gimmicky. This game, like, it gets gamified too damn fast. And I think that this game at its core design is about you and your friend playing as Goku and Vegeta, pretending you're in the anime. I don't think it was designed for this to be the most competitive game ever made, because you can tell by how the gameplay mechanics are decided in that matter. One defense mechanic should not determine whether or not this person will win the game or not, and super countering does that. And if that is the case, then it should cost something. If one defense mechanic is the one mechanic that will determine the entire match, then it should definitely cost something, because then at that point it's just 50-50, 50-50, 50-50 over and over again. It's just constant 50-50, 50-50 every single time. That's just not fun. That's just not fun. And I'm sure it's fun to somebody, so guess what? If that is fun to you, that should be split between ranked and player match. That's what I think, at least. And I have some more thoughts too, to kind of dive deeper into, like, you know, the custom battle mode, how to make campaign more replayable, some other online modes that I think that'd be even more fun to do, and so forth. But I have a lot of thoughts about this game. Even the fighting mechanics and how I think that Sparking Zero 2 could be better, and what I think could be patched for this game. And I could rant all day about this, and I probably rambled a lot, so I hope my thoughts were clear and concise in this. If not, I'm sorry. But if you want more, let me know. I think that I hopefully put together these words well enough, and if I didn't, let me know what you think. I'm open. Here's the thing, I'm open to disagree. If you've made it this far in the video, I'm so open to talking about this game. I just don't want to be called stupid for disagreeing with you on certain things. I'm not here to dunk on, as much as this game frustrates me, and I think this game is a strong 6 or 7 out of 10. I love it. Even though it can be a 6 or a 7, it's still good. But I love this game. I love playing it with my friends especially. But I don't want to sit here and dunk on this game we were all in love with a month ago. That's just so dishonest to me. It's frustrating and it makes me upset. But if I want this game to get better, and I want Bandai to look at us as not as crying, groveling babies, but as people with well thought out opinions about how to make this thing better. So in the comments, whatever you think, what frustrates you, what do you disagree with? Do you think that super counter is too strong? Do you think that the variety in gameplay is something you gotta just get over? Let me know. But you can't come in this bitch and call me bad, because I'm S5, all right? I'm up there. I'm not ass. I know what I'm doing. But to be honest, I'm just not even that. I'm not even that motivated to get to Z rank, because I know methods there that others did that it doesn't really mean much to me. If I just played a team with Legendary Broly and then Super Broly and then Master Roshi and Hercule, I win automatically because of. Or I can't do that because of the DP powers. But you know what I'm saying? There are people that are in my rank right now that I know did not fight their way here. They just played less experienced players and abused mechanics that you can abuse, which is fine. More power to them. If the game lets you do it, then why not? But I think for me, I don't rate myself as a very high, as a great player, because I know that I've played against people that are just they just dog me. But there are also people that I know that just don't get the game as well as I do in some facets. But I just don't think that rank even matters that much because of how many ways you can just time out to win. You can run away. You can have a 5 DP team and just live as long as you possibly can. You can play a Metal Cooler and Yajirobe or Boo and just keep healing, whatever it might be. So yeah, man, that's the end of my little tangent, my little rant. I hate that we've come to this point with like this dialogue, because I think the Steam charts thing is stupid. I think dunking on this game is stupid. I think that we should give our opinions a bit more well thought out. I'm down for jokes. Because I hate you Master Roshi players. Let's start right there. Nah, I'm playing. But I'm down for jokes, and I'm down to like give this game criticism, because there are things about it that I think are pretty bad. I think the campaign can kind of suck at points, but I just feel like what I've seen recently, I thought that I could add to the conversation. So if y'all enjoyed, man, drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll be in there responding to y'all. Maybe you'll get a part 2 out of me with y'all responses, because I want to do a part 2 and respond to some of y'all's ideas, your disagreements, your agreements, and so forth. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, bro. Is Sparking Zero dead? Hey, I guess we'll see you next month. Peace, y'all.